Hi everyone. Okay, so this is I said in the last email I would show you my Service Canada account on the payments. So as you can see, this is my Service Canada account. It has my name on it. All right, so this is week 1. Oh no, this is week 2. Hang on a second here. So here we have week 1 of my income reporting for EI. You can see that um, the gross amount I should be receiving is 729 minus taxes, right? Now, EI will only pay up to 55%. See where it says standard parental, oh, no, that's parental benefits. Hang on a second. Okay, benefit rate. Um, For claims with start date prior to, that's prior. Okay, with claims with start date of January 1st, 2025 or later, the basic benefit rate is 55% of your average insurable earnings to a maximum payment of 695 per week. Now, um, they must have calculated some sort of supplement or something. I'm not 100% sure how they got a little bit more on that. Um, I don't know how they figure these things out, to be honest. Um, but regardless, hang on a second here. Regardless, they're saying that my basic benefit rate is 725 or $29. Now keep in mind that is 55% of my 55% of my insurable earnings, right? So now that's what I should be receiving on a weekly basis from EI. Fro is taking $360, leaving me with only $283 to survive off of in a week. Now that doesn't even that barely covers groceries, let alone any sort of kind of bills. Um, and then, like I'm going to be going through all my bills with you guys, showing you what I have, how I'm being financially exploited by the government. This is all coming in the next few days. Um, so that is week 1. Week 2, and keep in mind this is after 2 months of waiting for EI to kick in because the provincial government decided not to send my ROE in until literally 2 days ago on Thursday. So my second week, I'm now getting $321 from the 729. Now this is financial exploitation. This is financial abuse by not only the provincial government at this point, but also the federal government, because the federal government is allowing this to happen. Now I'll also show you something else here. We're going to do something here. I am going to contact the Director of Family Responsibilities Office um, while I'm on this post, so you guys can see exactly what I'm writing and doing. Good afternoon. Good morning. It's morning. I've been up for quite a while. previously. So I wrote here, I don't know if you guys were watching as I wrote it, I said, "Good morning. I've tried to get a hold of someone at the Family Responsibilities Office for months now. I previously I I was previously employed by MCCSS and was having a huge amount deducted from my paycheck. I previously requested communications be done by email. I can be reached at susan_mayesk@hotmail.com. I also am requesting an ongoing caseworker and their name and email be provided to me, as this is the method to contact me. As mentioned in previous communications to you, I have spoken to MPP Greg Rickford on this matter. Full conversation has now been uploaded to YouTube for your viewing. As his instructions to me were followed, and the Ontario government has chosen to ignore the requests that I have made at his instructions. The request will also be uploaded as I feel I'm being financially exploited and attacked and not being allowed sufficient funds to survive. Okay, I did spell that right. I suck at spelling. Oh, there we go. There we go. This request will be uploaded as I feel I'm being financially exploited and attacked and not being allowed sufficient funds to survive off of or have any kind of quality of life. These attacks by your department have impacted my physical and mental health and are now being documented on my YouTube channel on a daily basis. These attacks are being documented by your department have impacted my physical and mental health to the point where it is now being viewed as abuse and is being documented on my YouTube channel on what is now a daily basis. A copy of this email is also being uploaded to the channel as I write it. I hope to hear from you soon with some sort of resolution. Okay, so you can see, and I'm going to show you guys how to get here because I don't believe that I'm the only person dealing with Fro and being attacked. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys. Alrighty, so from this page here where it says welcome, register, sign in. Okay, so that is I'm going to copy that. You scroll down and it says contact us. So you go there and it brings you to this page. Scroll down again, right to the very bottom. And it shows, hang on a second here. Where did I find it? Okay, so this is an easy way. I don't know how easy it is, but it's one of the ways you can go. So from the search bar in the Ontario government website, just type in Director of Fro, and it'll give you a big list of things. And you can just go contact us, Director of Family Responsibilities Office, if you have a problem with Fro. Um, Another way to do it is I will, give me a second here. I'll put it in the bottom of the chat bar, or not the chat bar, the I'll put it in the comments in this video, if anybody wants. But as you can see, it says contact the director. It has um, the snail mail address, and then it has send us an email. And yeah, this is the address right here. I'm going to be deleting that, but that is the address. Okay, now I'm going to bounce over to my regular email, and we can see that this has been um, received. So it says, thank you for your message. We will read and consider it carefully. All right. Well, that's all I have for right now. Um, I do also, hang on a second. I wanted to show you guys that email from Greg Rickford's secretary person. I can find it. Okay, so this one was interesting. Um, I sent them an email on June 1st. Oops. And they literally just brushed me off. They basically said that um, they're considering these emails as confirmation that you no longer require our assistance. Well, clearly that is not the case. Clearly it like I reached out to him, I asked him for help, and I mean this is an ongoing issue, and instead of helping me, they basically are wiping their hands of this, which I mean, if that's how they want to behave, that is fine. It really speaks volumes about the consistency of care with constituent members and the lack of concern Greg Rickford has in regards to individuals who are being exploited by the government. And let's be real, that's exactly what this is, right? Um, yeah, I think that's all I have for right now. Um, Outside of that, I think I will, unless I think of anything else that I want to show you guys, I think this is it for today. You guys have a good day. I am going to attempt to, but realistically, yeah, I was banking on having EI and being able to pay my bills and stuff, and now I don't even know how I'm going to survive over the next month. So, um, a good day probably is not in the cards for me. Anyways, you guys have a good day.